So input buffer. So first block is input buffer. So input buffer is also known as input area or input. So sorry for the disturbance. So this one. So coming to the first block, input buffer. So input buffer is known as input area or input block, and it holds all the incoming information before it continues to the CPU for processing. So in the earlier days we are connecting the clips connected between the system under test and the logic analyzer. So what happens due to this clips is, so these clips will generate the capacitance. So that means capacitance loading will happens when we are using the clips which use it to connect the system under test with the logic analyzer. So this in capacitance loading, what will do is which will compare capacitance is capable of carrying the high speed signals for the system under test to the logic analyzers. So clips are complex and results in stray capacitance. So when you are connecting the logic analyzer with the system under test, we are using the clips which are complex and results in stray capacitances. And nowadays clips are replaced by the probes. Clips are replaced by probes to interface the system under test or target system. So previously we are using the clips which will introduce the stray capacitances or capacitance loading, which will deteriorate our signal performance. Then we are going for the probes, so which are used to replace the clips to interface the target systems that are system under test. So in the figure you can see the P6962 logic analyzer probe with DMAX. You can see from the diagram. So it is a parallel connection of 16 by 16 address bus width. And what are the main advantages of these probes are durable and reliable mechanical and electrical connections. So probes provides the durable and reliable mechanical and electrical connections, and the main advantage is it will lowers the input capacitance. So you will be having the less capacitance loading, and it will support the large number of channels, and it is connectorless technology. So you can't have any connector between the logic analyzer to the system under test. So you can directly connect the probes directly to the system under test. So this connectorless technology also. So these are the advantages of the probes which are used to connect the logic analyzer with the system under test. So these are durable and reliable mechanical and electrical connections, and it offers lowest input capacitance, and it supports large number of channels, and it is connectorless technology. So logic analyzer memory, next block is memory. So that memory, we as the memory we say that we will be having the memory that captured samples are stored. So in the memory we will be having the captured samples are stored and reference samples are also stored. So these how they are stored in, they are stored in in terms of different width of the bit words. So it will normally it will be of 16 by 16 bit words up from 2000 into 20 bit words, and you will be having the display memory stores the data to be displayed. So you will be having the display memory which will store the data to be displayed. So your memory block captures the samples as well as reference samples are also be stored. So this how they are stored in terms of the words. So that words are from starting from 16 by 16 bit words to 1000 into 20 bit words, and the purpose of your display memory is to stores the data that should be displayed. So you will be having the trigger comparator. So this trigger comparator block compares the selected samples from the input buffer with the maskable trigger value. So whatever the input from samples coming from the input buffer are compared with the one maskable trigger value that is already generated by your trigger comparator. Then based on that it will generate the trigger after matching and send it to the CPU. So the purpose of trigger comparator is to compares the samples from the input buffer with the one maskable trigger value, and whenever there is a match it generates the trigger. After matching, then it will send the signal to the central processing unit. So working of logic analyzer. So the system under test data is transferred to logic analyzer through multi-channel probe. So we are connecting earlier days skips, nowadays we are connecting through probes. So that probe is offering uh, simultaneously multiple channels. So whatever the system under test data is transferred to the logic analyzer through multi-channel probe, and signals are grouped for easier manipulations. So whatever the signals will be there, all the signals are grouped for easier manipulations. And you have to what we have to do, first capture mode is chosen. uh, so in the logic analyzer, first which mode is chosen is capture mode, then we are going for the compare mode. So first what we are doing, we have to capture the data. So first capture mode is doing, we are choosing the capture mode. So that is either based on the logic analyzer is of two types, as we have already discussed in the introduction. That may be either logic timing analyzer or logic state analyzer. So in the first capture mode, either you can use either timing mode or state type of analyzer modes, that is LTA or LSC. So then your data is sampled under the control of system clock, or you can also use the external clock. So when you are capturing data from the input, it will be sampled under the control of the either system clock or the external clock. So next we can capture large amount of data, we can capture the large amount of data. So this large amount of data will be having the samples which are stored into the memory, in terms of 16 into 16 bit words. Means 16 by 16 bit word means you will be having 16 rows and 16 columns. So it will be 16 by 16 bit words. Then what the function of the trigger generator is to, it will check the incoming signals data from the input buffer to the trigger set condition. So that trigger condition must be set, then only the data will be sent from input buffer to the CPU. For that we will be using the digital delay that is introduced to establish a trigger word. So up to the matching of input signal with the your triggered word, so we are having digital delay that is introduced to establish a triggered word. So this trigger word facilitates the movement of the display window. So whenever the match is happening, that will be going to the display window. So the various options for the trigger selection are, so you can trigger the word from with the input samples. For that trigger selection will be either you can use for trigger word selection, one is clock source, or you can use trigger word, or you can use edge polarity, or you can use the clock cycle delay, or you can use the block pattern detection, block pattern recognition. So logic analyzer first set in run mode, either triggering once or repeatedly triggering. So first logical analyzer will be set in run type of mode. So in this one, either we can trigger the logic analyzer once or repeatedly we can go for the triggering. Once the data is captured, it can be displayed in several ways. So once the data is captured, it can be displayed in several ways. Next, it can also be operated in uh, compare mode. So after capture mode is completed, when it is having the match, that data will be displayed, that data will be whatever the captured data, that can be displayed in several modes, several ways. After that, it logic analyzer operated in compare mode. So in compare mode, it compares the each captured data set to the previously recorded data sets. So in compare mode, what it will do, it will compare the present captured data with the previously recorded data set. So it compare in compare mode, it stops triggering when two sets are matched. So it will continuously compares the previous data with the present data. When exact match found, it will stops it stops the triggering when two sets are matched. So then command mode is useful in long term empirical testing. Nowadays recent analyzers can be even be set to email a copy of the test data to the engineer on successful trigger. So recent analyzers are having the capability of email a copy of the test data to the engineer on a successful trigger. On a successful trigger happens, that is when capture modes uh, compares the previous data with the present data. Whenever the a match occurs, it will send an email to the copy of the system data to the engineer on a successful trigger. So displays format on logic analyzers, you will be having the MSB on the left hand side, LSB on the right hand side, and the words like first word is at the top, next word under the previous word, next word under the previous word. So the display format, MSB most significant bit on the left hand side, lowest significant bit on the right hand side, and words are placed like first word is at top, next word under the previous word, and the data sequence table represents the how the data sequence table presents is it may have hexadecimal code or octal code or binary coded decimal system. Next, display modes on the screen, you can have either table. So table will be listing of the sample data states in binary or some other forms. So it will be listing all the sample data states in binary or some other system, or you can go for the timings also. So display can be of timing. So the data displayed as several channels showing the high and low activity. So you will be having the display of table or timing. So in table you will be having the listing of the sample data states in a binary or some other system, or you can go for timing. So in timing, data is displayed as several channels showing the high and low activity. So data display modes on screen. uh, Third one is graph. So graph is horizontal axis represents the analyzer start address, and vertical axis represents the numerical values of stored data. So graph, in graph you will be having the horizontal as well as vertical axis. Horizontal axis represents the analyzer stores start address, and vertical axis represents the numerical values of stored data. And fourth display option is map. So in map you can have each 16-bit sample is divided into upper and lower 8-bit bytes. So whatever the 16-bit sample is there, so that it is divided into upper and lower 8-bit bytes, and 2 bytes produce vertical and horizontal deflection. 2 bytes are used to produce the vertical and horizontal deflections. So in case of mapping, so how the mapping will occur, dynamic view is produced by the pattern of dots and lines, where each dot is a specific data words. So in mapping, you will be having the dynamic view produced by pattern of dots and lines, where each dot is a specific data word, and its location indicates the binary magnitude. So each dot is a specific data word and its location indicates the binary magnitude, and its brightness indicates the relative frequency. So map is known as personal fingerprint. Map is known as personal fingerprint. So logic analyzer, there will be mapping. So in that one mapping, there will be dynamic view produced by the pattern of dots and lines, and each dot is specific. Each dot is a specific data word, where the dot location indicates the binary magnitude, and its brightness indicates the relative frequency. So and the map is known as personal fingerprint. Map is known as personal fingerprint. And the extra features of this logic analyzer, converts the binary data to mnemonic assembly language. So it will convert the binary data into assembly language codes, and it can be displayed as either table for program debugging, can be displayed as table for program debugging. And you can also have personality modules to reconfigure the equipment for wide range of fee processors. So personality modules which will be used for reconfiguring the equipment for wide range of processors. So this is the picture of logic analyzer of P6960. You can take this screenshot. And the specifications of the logic analyzers: input range is from 2.5 volts to 5 volts, and it is, as I already said, probing system, it is connectorless probing system, and probing load offers for AC DC voltage, the less capacitance using these probes, 0.7 picofarad for 20 kilo ohms to ground, and maximum voltage non descriptive is plus or minus 15 volts, and it offers 34 channels at a time, and data rates in the excess of 450 megahertz. So this is TLA 5204B series logic analyzer, how it will look like. And the various applications of the logic analyzer are digital hardware verification and debugging. So it is useful for the digital hardware verification and debugging, and also used for monitoring and measuring of digital hardware performance, and embedded software testing, debugging and verifications, single microprocessor bus debugging, broad range of uh, FPGA testing, where FPGA stands for field programmable gate arrays, and complex discrete logic is verified by simultaneous simulating inputs and testing outputs. So single microprocessor or bus debug, broad range of FPGA testing, complex discrete logic is verified by simulating inputs and testing outputs. So in this class we have learned about the uh, logic analyzer. So in logic analyzer, so you will be having the input conditioner block. So this input conditioner block will have the signals of data, qualifier and clock signals that are coming from the system under test are received at the input conditional block. So from the system under test it will give the data, qualifier and clock signals. So a system under test will give the data, qualifier, clock signals that are received by your input conditional block, that is input buffer block. So this block ensures that loading on the system under test will be minimal by using of uh, probes, not by the clips. So then what happens, it ensures that the minimum data and qualifier setup time and zero data qualifier hold time. So input buffer or input conditional block ensures that the there will be minimum data or qualifier setup time and zero data qualifier hold time, and it also carries out the functions of the this input buffer or input conditioner will also carries out the function of the threshold detection as well as level conversion. It also carries out the function of the threshold detection and level conversion. uh, since the signals from the since signals from the signal under test may come from one of many different logic families used in modern electronic equipments. Then this conditioned data from the input conditioner and qualifier signals go to the trigger pattern generator, trigger pattern recognizer blocks. So this block provides for setting of the combinational triggered word. This block provides for the setting of a combinational trigger word, and it will produce as a output called qualified trigger QT. So when the triggered word pattern set matches the input data plus qualifier pattern. So this TPR block provides the setting of the combinational trigger word and produces the output called qualified trigger QT when triggered word pattern set matches the input data plus qualifier pattern. Then these data signals simultaneously go to the high speed acquisition memory subsystem, where they are stored at the system under test clock rate or a rate governed by the internal asynchronous clock generator. Then the memory subsystem continuously writes input data till such time that trigger controller inhabits the writing process. Then the logic analyzer contains the finite memory. Say you can have m words. The memory subsystem will always contains the m most recent word of input data. M uh, most recent word of input data. Then trigger controller block on receipt of the qualified trigger signal from the trigger pattern recognizer ensures that the requisite trigger conditions are satisfied before signaling the memory subsystem to stop writing and instructing the display controller to take over by reading the data at a rate governed by the display clock. Then the data is read out is taken up by the display for formatter appropriate representation on the CRT screen. So in order to examine the activity, multi-line data process are required. In the modern logic analyzers, the options are available for setting up the equipment are displayed as a menu on the screen with a cursor to indicate the next input is required, and the keyboard is used to enter the information to give the required operating sequence. The logic analyzers are usually provided with the series of personality modules to reconfigure the equipment for wide range of microprocessors. So probes offer the lowest input capacitance connection made through the clips. In compare mode of logic analyzer, the captured data is set compared with the previously recorded data set. So explain frequently asked questions in this one is explain the working of logic analyzer with the various uh, logic analyzer with the block diagram, and second question may be list the various sub blocks or subsystems of the logic analyzer. So thank you everyone.